The Oakville Fire Department was created on April 30th, 1909, bringing with it a handful of improvements. The fire companies were replaced by hose companies, placed strategically throughout the town to cover the most area. Though they were still called volunteers, the firefighters were then paid $1 for arriving at a fire and 35 cents for each hour they worked after the first. By this point, fires were reported by telephone, which was then signaled by a steam whistle located first at the Marlott and Armstrong Leather Company and then at the Monsanto Company. At first, hose companies would pull their hose reels to the fire using horses or on foot, but by 1917 all stations had a gasoline-powered vehicle to accomplish the task. Oakville purchased its first motorized chemical fire truck in 1919 when the government was selling surplus equipment from the war. In 1924, 12 fire alarm pull boxes were installed in the streets to allow citizens to more effectively alert authorities of a fire's location. Though the call boxes were useful, since the system was anonymous, false calls became more common. The biggest change came in 1961 when Oakville and Trafalgar amalgamated, leading to the fire departments coming together to form the new Town of Oakville Fire Department. The new department's limits included the Township of Trafalgar, bringing the total number of calls to 400 per year, where Oakville alone rarely broke 100 per year. At this point, the fire department began to hire full-time firefighters. The hires started with 6 firefighters in 1962, but by the time the fire station on Randall and Navy was built in 1967, there were a total of 38 full-time firefighters, 80 volunteers, and 3 dispatchers, allowing the station to function 24 hours a day. The former fire station on Navy and Randall was built on the site of the old Methodist church and water tower that was used previously to train volunteer firefighters. The black top of the tower was added to match the other public buildings in Oakville, such as the Central Library and the Real Estate Board building across the street. The Fitzsimmons Cairn, dedicated to the former Oakville employee who served in the First World War, stands outside the station and actually predates the station itself by 3 years. Today, the old Church Street station is designated as a heritage building, and the department has moved from Navy Street to a more modern facility on Kerr Street.